I have prepared a short text that I will read to you about the greenhouse effect and global warming because I believe this is a very important subject. The text is based obviously on many sources like NASA, Britannica.com, Wikipedia, Instituto Politécnico at Lisboa University, Dr. Paul Alivisatos of Cornell University, Dr. Ian Stewart videos on YouTube regarding the blocking of infrared radiation by CO2, and many other sources. The analogy that I am trying to make in this video basically demonstrates in a simple way that each time one produces carbon dioxide, it is the same thing as adding a new glass tile to cover the earth, and by doing so making our planet a giant greenhouse. The greenhouse effect and global warming, the science behind it, the climate. In no way should you understand this video as a comprehensive and total discussion on carbon dioxide. Its goal is to convey to all that may have an interest in this subject a simple and factual analogy between the widely known greenhouse effect and carbon dioxide emissions. The motivation behind this video is the fact that all of us face occasionally quite difficult subjects or issues in our private or professional lives. These subjects need to be well understood so that better communication and cooperation follows from a similar level of knowledge and understanding of these subjects. I believe that global warming is one of these issues. As such, speaking a common language in this area and also sharing and understanding basic related physical facts is important for us all. In this short video, I will make an analogy between global warming and human activities that release carbon dioxide, CO2, hoping that by realizing and becoming aware of this close connection, we may all consider acting locally, being aware of the facts described. A well-known fact. We all know that a greenhouse, normally used to grow vegetables, has a peculiar feature in that it automatically warms up under the sunlight. This warming up is partially, and I repeat, it's partially the result of the trapping of infrared radiation inside the greenhouse. In other words, the sunlight penetrates the greenhouse and warms up all objects inside. These in turn radiate this extra heat to the surroundings, but part of this radiation is reflected back inside by the glass or transparent plastic tiles that make up the roof of most greenhouses. So it is appropriate to say that under these conditions, the glass or plastic covering the greenhouse creates the so-called greenhouse effect, which is just a name for the warming up effect of greenhouses. A simple factual analogy between greenhouse glass tiles and carbon dioxide in just 3 items. 1. Carbon dioxide absorbs and emits infrared radiation. This causes carbon dioxide to warm the surface and lower atmosphere of the Earth while cooling the upper atmosphere. This paragraph was edited from Wikipedia. This fact about carbon dioxide characteristics was discovered by the scientists John Tyndall in the 1850s and confirmed by a Nobel Prize scientist Svante Arrhenius in the late 1890s, so close to 150 years ago, more or less. 2. A greenhouse glass enclosure allows visible light to enter and be absorbed by the plants and soil. The plants and soil then emit the absorbed heat energy as infrared radiation. The glass of the greenhouse then absorbs that infrared radiation, emitting some of it back into the greenhouse and thus keeping the greenhouse warm even when the temperature outside is lower. This paragraph number 2 was edited from NASA at www.ces.fau.edu. Please note, this is also a NASA cautionary note, please note that part of a greenhouse warmth results also from the physical barrier of the glass, which prevents the warmer air from totally flowing outward. 3. Conclusion. CO2 and the glass tile of a greenhouse cause a warming effect. It's a simple conclusion to take from the previous 2 paragraphs. As such, when carbon dioxide is produced, for instance by burning fossil fuels, its effect on the atmosphere is very similar to covering or enclosing the whole planet with glass tiles. So each time a person creates carbon dioxide, it is like adding an extra glass tile to this covering. Thus, we are creating a giant and very warm greenhouse. I leave it to you to determine how this may impact our climate and hope we may all consider acting locally, being aware of the facts described. Thank you very much.